there's a lot of options in the proxy graphing assignment, but if you want to set out on your own and graph a set of data that's different than the ones that we mentioned earlier, you need to be ready for a challenge. There's a lot of work that can go into this, a lot of places you can mess up, and not a lot of instructions. So if you're not ready for a challenge, you might want to choose one of the other 4 options. To do this, the easiest thing is to go to the website listed here in the proxy graphing assignment. I already have it open up here. And when you get there, it gives you lots of different options of lots of different studies that people have done to study climate in the past. They call it paleoclimate here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a study on lakes. So I'm going to click on the little picture of a lake, and to get all of the different options, I can just hit list of paleolimnological data, which is basically old lake data, and that tells us about the history of climate. So when this page loads, it gives you a long list. In this case, there are, let's see, almost 150 articles, 150 data sets that you could look at by a bunch of different authors. So the one I'm going to give you a sense of this, I'm going to go to maybe page 5 or 6 of this, and I'm going to choose this one here. One of the dangers of, before I go into that, this page will give you a few different things. It gives you a image of where the data set was gathered. This was gathered at Donard Lake up in Canada, northern Canada. So it also gives you the latitude and longitude, and it gives you a summary of what you're looking at. To get the actual data, you go to where it says download data, and you click the little link there. So that gives me a huge text document, and I can try to get this data in a couple different ways. One, I can highlight all the data. These are all years going back into way back into the past. And copy that into a Google spreadsheet. So I just go to Google and create a spreadsheet, and I paste the data. Now, one thing, even though that data, if we look back, is split into 3 different columns, will be put into one column, and that's what's happening here. And that's a bad thing, because you want the data to be in all separate columns. So another option that you have is to actually save the document as a text document. You have to save the website as a text document. So to do that, you go to File, Save, and then at the end of where it says Save As, I put TXT, because I want to save it as a text document. And then what I can do is I can go back to my spreadsheet, which now has all my messed up data in there, and I can go to File, I can go to Import, and I then choose a file